Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm Adam Harry from BoLS Souls with
Steven from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. And this time, Steven...
brought RPG stuff.
You brought RPG stuff, and you know I love me some RPG stuff.
I do know.
So...
And you know that I know.
You know that I know. We know. What do you got today?
Yes. So these are something neat from, I'm going to make sure I have this right, Inkwell Ideas.
Okay.
SideQuest decks.
Okay, hang on. What? SideQuest decks? Like,
yes.
I know SideQuests.
So.
And I know decks. How
right.
are we?
Let's say that you need to, on the spot, come up with a event or an encounter because you didn't do your planning this week. Things happen. It's okay. They got you. You've got this cool deck of cards. Just pull one out. You've got a quest with multiple objectives and a map ready to go.
Shut up and take my DM money.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, these are basically DM lifesaver decks, is
yes.
what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So these are full decks, and each card has their own adventure on it? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
If you need to, an NPC has an adventure for you, and, like, you just didn't, like, they called you on it, or, like, oh, you need, like, a quest board in the tavern. Boom. You've got it right here. All the postings.
Oh, man.
Easy.
Thank you, Inkwell Games. From the bottom of my DM heart. That's awesome. Let's take a look inside, because I totally want to get some of these already. Alright, I said Inkwell Games, I meant Inkwell Ideas earlier. These are the SideQuest decks. These are the DM life-saving tools.
So we're not going to spend the whole time going through all these. We're just going to pick one. I'm a sucker for the science fantasy stuff, but I think there's a lot of practicality to be said for dungeons, caves, and ruins.
I thought for sure you were going to go for that
right?
sci-fi one. Okay. So let's flip this over real fast just so people can see kind of the back of the box. This is basically a card layout, right?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let's just dive right into this.
Yeah. I'm very curious. I'm in the middle of planning a campaign right now, so any type of help I can get, I am all about right now. So.
We took the liberty of taking the plastic wrap off these already, so you have...
So this is just the...
That's your first
credits,
card. This is like the credits and like quick how-to use.
Yeah.
Easy.
All right, so this is... We're not going to go through all these cards because,
absolutely,
you know, your players might be watching and you don't want them to see these cards.
Right.
But we're going to show off... Let's show off 0-1 here for now.
For sure.
Okay, so what do we got here?
So we have Communion. It is a mystery in a remote monastery. So, like, I like that you got a quick name, you have, like, places that you might encounter these or ways you could use these. The PCs visit a monastery as a secretive group prepare an unorthodox, borderline heretical ritual to commune with their deity. Getting the PCs involved. One or more of the PCs is a member of the religious order that keeps the monastery. The party is simply traveling. The monastery is a convenient stopping off point, and the monks are acting rather hospitable. Encounters, and then like a bunch of bullet points here. The monks invent strange customs to try to force the PCs to leave. An air of tension underlies even ordinary events, and the head monks seem very busy. The PCs recognize a dangerous or banned book. The senior monks have posted a guard on an otherwise normal door.
Interesting.
The PCs arrive just in time to see an outsider summoned, and it isn't what the monks expected to arrive.
Whoops.
Right. And then, this is great. Follow-up adventure ideas. The abbot, consumed by shame, submits himself for punishment. Or, the monk who brought the heretical documents and books has escaped during the fighting. That's really good for, like, campaign
that's
setup.
like, yeah, if you want a nemesis for your campaign.
Yeah.
So first off, as a DM, Steven, I know you've DM'd before too. I personally think this is already fantastic.
This is solid.
Yeah,
so like
you get like you said, you get the ideas of where these could take place. I love that it gives you like a one sentence like elevator pitch. What is this adventure about?
Right.
Boom, you're right into it. Cool. How do I get my players involved? Maybe it's a monastery for your monk's order or your player's order, or maybe they're just walking along the road and like it's getting late in the day. You see a monastery in the hill. How many times have you thought like, oh yeah, the inn at the side of the road? Convert that to a monastery. Boom, go from there.
Yeah, super easy. And like then you have all these nice bullet pointing cards. You don't even have to use all of these. Like that's the real beauty of this is it's not like, oh, here's a written campaign of how to run this. It's here's some ideas. We trust you, the GM, DM, what have you,
right,
to figure it out from there. And that's wonderful.
And then how awesome are those follow-up ideas? Like, each one of these cards has follow-up adventure ideas.
Yeah.
You basically, there's 54 cards. This is the last one. 54 adventures in this deck. That's, if you do one a week, that's 54 weeks. That's over a year of adventures you get from one deck.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
That is real solid, and we haven't even shown maybe the best part.
What's the best part?
So on each of these is a map of the area that you will be visiting. Like, go ahead and show some of the other, each of these cards.
They're all different maps. They're all different styles. You get the idea.
It's
Holy
great.
crap. That one looked cool.
I don't know what that is. That's sweet.
But you get the idea. Oh, man.
Each of these adventures has the adventure, and the double-sided back is the map of where the adventure takes place.
I mean, again,
so easy.
Just want to point out, these are not full adventures. You are going to have to do a little bit of legwork.
For sure.
But if you've had any experience DMing before, you know that the real hard part is coming up with the ideas for adventures.
Absolutely.
And this not only gives you how to, like, all of your stuff here, it also gives you a freaking map, so you don't have to come up with a map. That is awesome. Like, I could take this communion. You could take that, even like as I'm writing my adventures, my campaign out right now. These are like little waypoint, little check marks that you can use. All 54 of these.
You can sprinkle these in. Anywhere, any
game system. This is so useful.
It's funny you mentioned like game system. You'll notice there's no numbers.
Yeah, there's
or,
no page
like,
references.
Recommended.
There's no stats.
It's just boom, go.
Yeah, and pretty much no matter what game system you're in, you can use these just because it's so open-ended.
Yeah.
That's super handy, though. Like, oh, man, JR is going to flip out when he sees this. So he and I are working on some stuff for the RPG-sided stuff, and this is right in line with what we would like to do. So, that said, we're going to stop talking now, and I'm going to go buy these. So let's hop out for a really fast recap. That was the SideQuest decks from Inkle Ideas. Holy crap!
Right?
So good. If you've never run a campaign, you don't understand how awesome these decks are. I know we just went through the one dungeon deck, but holy crap, man. Like,
there's a lot of stuff.
That's 54 SideQuest ideas, and I love that they added the follow-ups. Like, that's huge. I know that doesn't seem like a big deal.
Like,
it doesn't sound like a big deal.
Hooks for next week.
Hooks for next week.
So
hooks for next adventure. Like, I don't know if you understand.
I DM. I understand.
You know.
I know that pain.
He knows. I know. I've done this. I know this pain where you're like, oh, man, what am I going to do? Follow-ups.
Boom.
You can literally just shuffle this, draw one.
Go for it.
It's they're set up in a way that you can do that.
And they're so, like, it's got, like, where you're going to encounter this. How you get your characters going. You got the map on the back.
You got the map.
It's so easy.
It's all there for you as a DM. Obviously, you're still gonna have to look up like monster stat blocks and stuff like that. But you know what? Anybody can do that with a book. But anybody can look up stats and run monsters. But it's those ideas. It's having 54 ideas.
Getting a narrative and getting it going immediately. So good.
You know, if you give me a plot hook to work with, we can go from there. We can ad lib and I can improv from there. But it's sometimes it's late at night and I just don't. I'm tapped out on ideas. This has got you covered. So I'm super pumped about this. I don't know if you can tell. Equal ideas again. Thank you. What are the price points on these?
That's maybe the best part. Individually, 15. Like 15, ready to go.
15,
adventure. Bam.
$15.
$15. Full pack of adventures, ready to go.
Done. And again, that was just the cave. This was Dungeons, Caves, and Ruins for fantasy. This was Wilderness and Frontier for fantasy. And then we also have the science fantasy, so sci-fi.
My Gamma World campaign is needing this.
Yes, this is pretty cool. And what's great too is these are actually system agnostic.
Yeah.
So
it's just the ideas. It's just the stuff you'll encounter. It doesn't have any stat blocks or table pages referenced. It's just go.
If you're playing D&D, Pathfinder, Numenera,
I don't even think of Numenera. That'd be perfect for some of these. Starfinder,
I could go on.
Yeah.
Spelljammer.
Easy.
You get the idea.
Easy.
This got you covered. I'm super pumped about this. Man, this is gonna make just creating adventures so much easier. And again, if you're like in a lull in your campaign or something, maybe hit that wall.
Yeah.
Need a little help. Or if you're just, you had your whole adventure planned and they blew through it in 30 minutes and you got 3.5 hours to go. just gonna pull a card from them and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Really
so thank
good.
you again.
Real smart idea.
Save a couple of these from at the store. I'm coming by later to pick them up.
Sounds good.
I'm Adam here from BoLS.
Steven from Dragon's Lair Comics and
And
Fantasy.
this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.